practitioners around the room and around the Zoom to hold the highlight so that we can be here, present, relaxed, engaged, invited, open, loving, and so on.
All right, everybody, repeat after me. I guess I should use this thing, huh?
There you go.
All right, repeat after me. I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and joy.
My heart to the universe, accepting love and joy.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and complete health.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and complete health.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and abundance.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and abundance.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting the grace of the divine.
I open my heart, accepting the grace of the divine.
So it is. Katherine?
There she is.
There she is.
I'm here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for that beautiful welcome and affirmation. Good morning, CCL. As we come together this morning in this first prayer, as we open this service together, remembering the divine presence of all that is within us, we simply breathe together, expand together, allow together, and feel the presence of that which is the one power, the one life, the one love, the one beauty, which lives within, through, around, and as each of us. And right here and now, today, we proclaim this service as the beauty and the expression of this holy essence, this essence of life, this expression and activity of that which we call God, infinite intelligence, infinite creativity, and many, many other names. May we take this breath together this morning and see this service unfolding in divine right action, allowing you to know that you are here with a divine purpose by an appointment at this very moment to receive that which is here for you, the blessings that you are, and to also give from the blessings that you are. And so as we know that, we breathe in and we breathe out together, nourishing ourselves and the environment around us. We bless this moment. We bless the presence of Reverend Marlene, Reverend Paul, all of our media team, all of the helpers that have come together this morning, all of the grace, all of that which binds us. Here and now, today, we invoke this spirit, blessing ourselves, opening our hearts and allowing us to play in the freedom of the field of conscious awareness of all that we are in love. And so it is.
So it is. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Reverend Katherine. And good morning, everyone. All right. It's a beautiful Sunday, isn't it? Yes. All right. So we're just going to invite the spirit, invite the sweet spirit. So I want you to join in with me, whether you're here or at home. Sweet spirit, sweet spirit, take over this place. Take over this place, sweet spirit, sweet spirit. Take over this place. Take over this place. Loving spirit, loving spirit, loving spirit, take over this place, take over this place, loving spirit, loving spirit. Take over this place. Take over this place. Mighty Spirit. Mighty Spirit. Mighty Spirit. Take over this place. Take over this place. Mighty Spirit. Mighty Spirit. Take over this place. Take over this place. Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit. Take over this place. Take over this place. Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit. Take over this place. Take over this place. Healing Spirit. Healing Spirit. Healing Spirit. Take over this place. Take over this place. Healing Spirit. Healing Spirit. Let everybody hear it. Healing Spirit. Take over this place. Take one more time. Healing Spirit. Healing Spirit. Healing Spirit. Take over this place. 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 Take over us. Take over this place. All right, take over this place. Take over this place. Take over this place. Take over this place. Our sweet spirit, sweet spirit, sweet spirit. Take over this place. Take over this place. Sweet spirit. Spirit, take over this place. Take over this place. Healing, healing spirit. Take over this place. Take over this place. Sweet spirit. Sweet spirit. Sweet spirit. Take over this place. Take over this place.
Daille Kettrell. Woohoo!
Daille, you are a sweet spirit. So let's all just take a breath here together for a minute. And today's reading is a beautiful reminder for us. It was written by Ellen Bass. The thing is to love life, to love it even when you have no stomach for it, when everything you've held dear crumbles like burnt paper in your hands, and your throat is filled with the silt of it. When grief sits with you so heavily, it's like heat, tropical, moist, thickening the air so it's heavy, like water more fit for the gills than the lungs. When grief weighs you like your own flesh, only more of it, an obesity of grief, How long can a body withstand this, you think? And yet you hold life like a face between your palms, a plain face with no charming smile or twinkle in the eye. And you say, yes, I will take you. I will love you again. And in your bulletin is this morning's affirmation. If you will repeat after us, I am grateful and blessed. I allow my good to flow through me.
Knowing my wholeness and oneness in love, I stand with grace
in the
the
circumstances of life,
rooted in that knowing, I am strong and stable and guided from within.
From within.
And so it is.
And so it is. So I welcome you to listen to this beautiful song by Karen Drucker. It's There Is Only Love. And that is all there is. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me, and I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When it seems I've lost my sleep, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love.
Good morning, everyone. That song just took my breath away. You may have done the same for all of you. There is only love. There is only love. So we start there this morning. We start there. Thank you, Daille, for that beautiful music. My heart is opened in gratitude for all of you who are here in whatever form you're here in today, who are on your way, who are thinking of us, who are holding us in your hearts. We are all one, and we are here. So grateful to be here with you this morning in this powerful place and in this place of loving. I've been very aware of the human experience of my life and of the presence of all sorts and natures of love and all ways in which we are touched by love and all the ways that love touches us back. And as human beings, where that leads us. Today, just to bring you all up to date, in the last 2 weeks, my grandson passed and has moved in a beautiful and what seems to be beautiful and graceful transition. We have all been praying together for months. This beautiful life. And last weekend, Christina spoke with us so eloquently about finding herself, her, what we sometimes call uppercase self S. And releasing the more human and egoic, we sometimes call them, structures around us, our humanness. In these experiences, growing into new places of touching life deeply, of being touched by love and by God. And to build upon that, this morning I was led to speak from a teaching from a process that is called the presence process. And walking through life in each moment from our reading also, when life just does what it does, and we are sometimes humanly brought to our knees in the presence of that. What do we do? How are we? Who are we? And how do we live? And I could do nothing but be that. I could do nothing but be that space, that love, and that which is touched by that. And so from that teaching comes the phrase, I am here now with this. Michael Brown is the originator of that teaching. I am here now with this. Brings us into a calming presence with whatever is happening. It brings us into a collaborative moment with the entire universe. It brings us back to our highest self. Our highest self is not assured within us in every moment, in any moment. It escapes us. as big experiences on the human level, as scary, frightening, or worrisome things happen on the human level, we get lost. In the Bible, yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, thou art with me. Invoking this same phrase, I am here now with this, gives us that immediate experience, or it opens it. It is a portal to the presence of knowing that we are one with an expansive holiness that is always present to us, that is us and moves in and through us as this great spirit of love. It gives and gives and gives and gives as long as we are present with it, to it, as it. It is an enigma of oneness that we can both be subject and object at the same time. That we can both be the love and be receiving the love at the same time. That we can both be the healer and the healing at the same time. And that as we live this way, we are in a consistent and constant pattern of renewal, of the release of the understanding and the regaining of the love, of the stepping outside and the stepping back in, of the out-breath and the in-breath. It is only love. And when we forget, the invitation to come back in is in our breath. I am. Those two words are the indication that you are aware that you are love. You are aware that you are holiness, that you are aware that you are the very presence of the essence of life itself. I am. Here now reminds us that we are right here on this planet experiencing life. Right here with that presence, with what's happening now. The point of the presence process is to find the self, the higher capital, the essence self, the wholeness self, the self that we are in the moments of crisis, in the moments of loss, in the moments of needing to let go. Because when we find the I am, when we find the essence of all that is within us, we have the entire universe with us to withstand the human experience that we are being exposed to, invited to, blessed by in the hardest and most meaningful ways, because our healing is right here in this moment. Our wholeness is right here in the moment of what we call truth, that we can live within the moments of our greatest challenge and still be love. And when we live in these moments of great challenge, in the surges of our humanness, in some would say temptation to release our knowing, when we can stand in the I am, the presence of here now with this, we can stand with the chaos of what appears to be chaos in the moment, and the alignment of the true wholeness of that comes in. We all know the moments that we fall out. We all know the moments that this presence, this I amness turns us small, creates within us a sense of loss, of a What is those senses? You are probably thinking of some of them yourself, with a rug pulled out from underneath our feet, sucker punched to the belly, a smack on top of the head, a crush of your heart. In the Radiant Sutras, they speak of a rip of a nail. The places where there is such a searing experience that it knocks us. And sometimes it knocks us out. But instead, it can knock us into a portal where we breathe into the deepest and darkest corners of whatever it is that we are experiencing, that is drawing us into some kind of brokenness. And we see that's not real, but yet a place to heal. And so we are the conduit of love. We are that which can both stand in the experience fully, not in some far away place. Stand in the experience fully with tears pouring down our cheeks. And yet still know that this too is the very essence of the experience of life, that we meet with love, we meet with God. Just as we call our natural world into the essence of life, we call it into sustainability, we call it into coherence and alignment. We call and we see that what we need in our natural world is sustainability. The same is true within us. This is the operation of the universe. This is love. That everything that even momentarily falls out of that which is in true and whole and holy alignment, that it is always held and magnetized to that which encircles it, dissolves the separation and comes home to itself. You and me, we are no different. We are no different, and yet for me, the call to stand in this is so strong because it is the loving commitment that I have made to you. That in all these moments, I will do my best to remember. That is my commitment to you, that I will step fully into the place within me that is in despair and confusion and ride it internally into the portal, to the depths of that which is touched me and is and opens to the source and becomes one as love. This is the commitment that I have made to myself and to CCL, to the world and to my heart. And whether or not I will ever be able to achieve the coming together of this in the perfection of the single moment, I know that I will eventually get there. I will have many moments of knowing, and I will, for the sake of each of us and for myself, as we are one, know that this is the divine path that we walk together as these experiences show themselves in our lives. That the value that we bring, there is only one thing. That being with myself, with you, and with Source, present in this moment, is how we experience our wholeness and our strength. My commitment is to walk in trust and faith, even with that which brings me to my knees, which this has done. Many of you have come and prayed with me each day on our noon call. You are all welcome. We invite this prayer because we invite each and every one of us to be authentically aware of our moments when we release our alignment with what is and need to be carried home. And we meet in this prayer to carry each other home. We meet in this prayer to remember that the source of love never, ever, ever leaves us, that we move away, we separate, and we forget that we are all of it. And so in these moments where we are brought to our knees, a very old song just came into my head. When I fall on my knees, my face to the rising sun, oh Lord, have mercy on me. And in these older words, words that have been misunderstood or misconstrued, we think that someone or something is going to have mercy on us, when in fact, it is us that creates the mercy within us, that we open our hearts in the most challenging of places with each other, to each other, as each other are the conduit back into the field of love. We are present to the circumstances in which some part of us forgets that it is all whole, we are all one, and nothing is ever lost. But we are tempted to stop there. We are tempted to stop in the grief. We are tempted to stop in the pain. We are tempted to stop in the place where we are broken and not continue on through the valley to find the light, the crack, the place where the light comes in, the break of day, we say. That is where the light comes in the memory. In the memory, something somewhere within us that calls us to begin again the quest for truth that is moving through each and every one of us, moves through me as I sit with a baby who has released his human life. The temptation to collapse into some story is so profound. And yet from that story, I have no hope. I have no strength. I have no power. And so boldly, courageously, from my heart, cœur, from the French heart, boldly, gently, tentatively, however I do it, I inch ahead, as do you. We inch ahead together. We must start where we are. We must begin again and walk in faith and trust. This is a practice that builds trust and faith because we do come through to presence. We do come through to that which is truth. We do see the value of turning the other cheek, to look again, to see through the third eye, through whatever practice you carry, through whatever cultural or religious form you use. The truth is trying to move through us on this journey. It is trying to move through me. The more life I expose myself to, the more practice I get. The more work I do, the more time I spend with the people who come to me where they are. The more time I spend in my own life where I am the more present I get, the more opportunities I have to remember the truth and release the temptation to collapse. Now, I will say there is collapse in all of us, and that is what the rest of us are here for. Because the day that I collapse is not the day that you collapse. The day that you collapse is not the day I do, or the moment. There is always, always one of us holding the high watch, holding the light. There is the angelic realm, the galactic realm, the realms of light and sound that we know nothing about yet. They are always, always, even if all of humanity was to lose its consciousness on one day, the animal kingdom, the natural world, and all the other realms we're speaking about would hold for us, sing for us, dance for us. They would not join us where we are. They would lift us to remember the truth of who we truly are. This teaching is teaching you your power, your strength, your gifts, your love, your courage. You are given those as your birthright. This is teaching you how strong you are. How strong you are. In the teaching, in the story of Jesus, he walks with his congregation. He walks with them in the streets, and they live day to day with everything that is happening. That is the difference of that teaching, was to come into the world with it, live with it, fall in love with it, cry with it, be broken, be anointed, get drunk with it. We have the same journey we are living together. We live through Zoom. We live through a virtual world. We live next door to each other. We live in houses. We don't necessarily always go out and walk from town to town together, but we are doing so every day. And these worldly pieces of virtual reality are touching us closer and closer and closer. In this day and age, you and I can join in prayer each day, no matter where we are, no matter what the circumstances, no matter where you are. People in this congregation who are traveling, who are in loss experiences, those we know of from this week. Thinking in this moment of Ellen Sabres. I'm thinking of my friend, Debbie, who lost a toddler this week. I'm thinking of all the prayers that came to me this week. I'm thinking of Stephen Cohen and his journey this week. These are not thoughts, these are visitations from those whom I'm holding in prayer. My friend, stage 4 lung cancer. My friend with breast cancer. Each of you who have brought your prayers to us, to me, to us, to be with, to you and I, that I share my prayers as readily as we share yours. That we pray together, because in that natural alignment, we are restored. The more we bring our prayers, the more we admit our humanness, the more we let our tears flow, the more light shines through us. The more we are in sync with reality, with God, with the wholeness. Together, we share this path, no matter where we are. We are meant to touch each other the great balances of nature, the great love in nature. Some things die as other things grow. Some things go dormant as others blossom. Some beauty fades as others light. On the bare branches when the snow falls. And as the snow melts and the first green of spring, we all come into that which raises each other's vibration in each moment. We stand together or we fall apart. This morning, I am not distant from you. I feel each and every one of you. Even those of you I don't know, or those of you who are new today, those of you who are here for the first time, those of you in other cities on Zoom. We are doing this all over the world now. I am not estranged from you. I am with you. And you are with me. And when I tell you that I have walked this journey since February with you, of flying back and forth to California, being here, moving in and out of my physical reality of California and New Jersey. Never once have I left you, and never once have you left me. We are not separate, even if we want to be. Our separation is only in our thoughts, in our minds. We are only love. As Daille sang for us, we are only love. And our grief and our joy flow together so that within our breath, we remember the joy of the memory of that which was so compelling, and the love and the release of the grief so that it may too pass into the holiness that it is. In the Radiant Sutras, we grasp each portal, each and every portal, as the way of God to open us through passion, through the tantric teachings, through the passions of life, which we very much live in. That is why we enjoy a dramatic moment so much in our own lives and in the movies, because there is something enlivening about it. And each moment is enlivened with that as we come alive in presence. There is no time, there is no space, there is no such thing that separates us. We are always together, always connected, always one. Whether I'm on a screen, my consciousness is right here with you. You are in my heart. I felt this tremendous pounding of my heart during We Are Only Love this morning. I feel these two children who passed from my world meeting the two grandmothers who also passed from my world this week. I have this vision of the grandmothers holding hands with these two little boys in a circle floating up to the heavens in a reverse jump out of a plane, a parachute jump, free fall. I see this particular group of four ascending, and it brings such joy as the laughter of expansion expresses through all of us. Each and every one of us feels these moments that we've touched our own grief and also feel the moment of expansion. When my sister died, right before she passed, as we clung to each other in her bed, the holiness of a peace that I have never felt before and may never feel again passed through me. It was the upward lifting of the wings beneath our wings, the wind beneath our wings. We must choose this path together. We must choose to remember love. We must choose that we need each other for this divine alignment to happen. That it happens when we are one with each other. It happens through all the kingdoms of nature, through the force of love that inhabits us all, and through the highest realms of light. We are called into our one and most personal relationship with that which is the source of all. How can this be a big, massive, infinite source and still personal to me? I have no idea, but it is. When I need it the most, it is here for me. When we fall to our knees, when we release our stories, our egos, our collapse, our defensiveness, and we simply say, I no more know. I no more have any answers. I am here now with this. We become both local and non-local simultaneously, entering into the power of life. We breathe and know this blessing. We step into the holiness of this moment. And as our prayer, I leave you with this poem that came through me on one of the hardest days of my life. No longer believing we are not one, impermanence loses its hold on me. Everything was never what it was, and still is what it always will be. My love shines the surface of all that is now, seeing the diamond precision of its preparation for me. I no longer worry of what is to be. It is here or not, as I see it to be. Simplicity has meaning and comfort to me. Individualized loving makes gods of each being and holiness of each encounter. My stories are wasted on me now, my judgments passing, seizures of my old brain's retreat. But memories of love give you back to me and me back to you. I don't really like this poem, but I share it anyway as it speaks some dawning integration of truth from the depths of me. The jerky text of new understanding and the painful subtext of loss and grief. The restlessness of dawning awareness and discomfort of facing into truth. The letting go of needing to matter and surrendering my deserving. Releasing my need to be seen as I relinquish my place at the table and walk through my experience present and available and naked with you as me. Awakening into the awareness of the holiness of everything simply in the being of what is one with me. It is love. I am here now with this. Until I see that it is only love. And then I am here now with this as love, with love in love, as one. This is the simplicity of permanence. This is one power. You can count on it. It is love. It is you. You are it as one. And so it is. Amen.
Early morning invitation and the prayer rise with the sun. Can my heart be free again to live, to love as best I can?
Daille Kettrell. So let's take a nice deep breath, close our eyes, knowing that we are so abundantly supplied by the divine. That spirit, the infinite possibility, the infinite power in the universe flows to and through us. That we are completely taken care of by spirit. We can let go of any fears, doubts, limitations, and know that the financial abundance that is infinite flows to us all easily and effortlessly from many different venues. Give us this day our daily bread. It's the divine's promise that we are completely financially, emotionally, and spiritually taken care of. That we know this to the core of our being. And from that space, we give to this wonderful organization, this wonderful consciousness that is CCL. From that space of abundance, that space of knowing that we are completely taken care of, we give. And as we give, we do receive. It is cyclical. And we know this truth to the core of our being and give from that space of God. And so it is. Have Martha come up and read our offertory blessing. If you'll read with us. Thank you, God, for this abundance that is mine to share. I bless this gift and give it to thee in gratitude and joy, knowing that as I give, I do receive. And so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so
So giving thanks for this abundance that flows to our congregation, to CCL, knowing that it is by divine right that we receive, that we give, giving thanks for this abundance of ties that expands this whole entity, this consciousness that is CCL. And in gratitude and love, we say, and so it is.
And so it is.
So there's some thanks I need to do or want to do. Anne did our altar today, and it's beautiful. Where is Kathy Wakeham? She was here. She added a couple of things here. So thank you, Kathy. Refreshments. Can't read your writing. Paula, thank you. Martha and Jane, right? No, there.
Oh, John.
Okay. Martha and John. I didn't see John do that. John's everywhere. Thank you, John. Martha and Andy for ushering. Thank you. Media team, Marty, Melissa, Keith, John. Thank you. And Wayne, P.S. Thank you. From afar. And Reverend Katherine, we love you. Thank you. What do we got next? You. And here is Marlene.
Thank you, Paul. Okay, so at this time in our service, we like to welcome our new visitors. So if you are here for the first time, we ask you to be brave, stand tall. We've got a blessing for you. We also know that there's a birthday girl in the congregation today, so we're going to ask her to stand up. Anybody else? Birthdays, anniversaries? There we go. Sure.
All right. Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda Mary. Happy birthday to you. All right, everybody, if you all raise your hands and face each other and repeat after me. Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living.
Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living.
We are a heart-centered spiritual community,
We are a heart-centered spiritual community.
and we open ourselves to you in love.
And we welcome ourselves to you in love.
We recognize the perfection of God within you,
Recognize the perfection of God within you.
and we celebrate the joyous being that you are.
And we celebrate the joyous being that you are.
You are a radiant point of light,
Your radiant point of light.
and we are blessed by your presence.
And we are blessed by your presence.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
And I think that our lovely Reverend Katherine has some announcements for us.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Again, thank you very much for being with us here today. It is a glorious day. Oh, somebody's speaking to me. I'm not sure what that is. And so this morning for the announcements, where we are, let's see, is that we want to speak to you again about our prayer ministry and how powerful it is. Praying together on weekdays, on Zoom, Tuesdays through Fridays. We speak together, we pray together, we hold space together, we love together. Ministers, practitioners, congregants, new people, old people, young people, all walks of life. If there's ever a moment you forget for an instant who you truly are, come join us, and we will help us all remember your gift of being there is just as important to receive as to give. You can come in silence. You just being there is a wonderful, beautiful experience. And I thank all of you who are consistently coming, and some of you who are sporadically coming, and many of you, I'm inviting you even again. I know it feels intimate, possibly a little bit scary to be this vulnerable. So come quietly and find out that it really is just one of the most beautiful gifts you could ever give yourself. Aside from that, we have a prayer ministry that prays for you every single week. Twice a week, we center ourselves into deep prayer, 20 of us, for whatever prayers come in on Sunday or through the week. So you know they can come into the office. All of this is in your newsletter. Please follow all the links or the email links. And also on the back of your section of your bulletin, which is the music and the lyrics, so you can take them home and learn all these beautiful songs, is a prayer request right at the back page. Please feel free to use that. Please hand it in. Please let us know. What are your gratitudes? What are your celebrations? And what are the places where you are forgetting the truth of who you are? We want to know so we can help you. We can bring it forward and we can dissolve that misunderstanding and all come back together in love. So this also, we are announcing again the coming of the practitioner classes for this fall. It's going to be year 1 and year 2, and they're each split into 3 sections. There's lots to take in. So we've done one Q&A, and we'll be doing another one in person at CCL next Sunday, August 6th, I think. Also, we're announcing the beginning of the foundations class for September this year. If you've done it, you can do it again. And if you haven't done it, it's well worth it. We have a dynamic class of people who are interested in joining both these classes. So if you're interested in joining, know that you will be greeted there with a number of fascinating, interesting, and thoughtful people who are interested in deeper and deeper experiences of their spirituality, their understanding, and sharing the love with each other in this congregation. You get all those things in these classes, and you get a lot of your ministers and practitioners in person also, which is a hoot sometimes, and maybe even a pain sometimes, but you get us all in who we are. So we have that going on. I really want to remind you to read your newsletters. They come in your mail every week, not consistently, but usually somewhere between Wednesday and Saturday, hopefully somewhere between Thursday and Friday mostly. And they are chock full of everything you need to know, the repeats and the reviews of the services that you haven't seen. And also things are hidden here that you don't know. For instance, today was International Day of Friendship, and we invited you all to bring a friend. If you didn't see that, you may not have brought your friend, and bring them next week instead. And what we really want you to hear about today that we're hoping you saw in your newsletter this week, if you didn't, go dig it up, find it again. Music for the Soul, save the date, Saturday, September 9th. Fundraising Delight, a concert of your favorite musicians, Daille, Kettrell, Jackie Walden, Ginger Coyle, Norman Taylor, all of these talented musicians making a smorgasbord of magical evening, playing together in and out, soloing and with each other in a gorgeous new venue we're excited to share with you. We want to gather, commune, laugh, sing, party, and have fun as CCL knows how to do. So save this date, talk it up. Don't miss it. It is a fundraiser. That's one of the most gorgeous things about it, because we are excitedly living into our future now, and we are excitedly living into the expression of ourselves as the abundant, joyful, playful, and fun-filled community of CCL. All those who are on their way listening, hear this now. So, and at the bottom of your newsletter is our calendar with lots of dates. And Reverend Marlene and Paul will be going off to the Parliament of World Religions. We'll be looking forward to hearing from them when they get back. Reverend Christina will be preaching again on the 13th. I'll be around later in the month. Again, foundations classes begin, fundraiser concert coming up, practitioner classes begin. It's gloriously the center and the fullness of summer right now. And it's also, this is what's coming for the fall. So we want you to know that we are fully engaged, excitedly calling you forward into a full program of lots of other things that you'll hear about also. And here we are today, inviting you to join us in this exquisite experience called CCL, from top to bottom, left to right, and all the places in between as one, together on Zoom. You are welcome. We are so grateful for any way and every way you get here. And please remember, 12 noon on Zoom, it's the best thing you can do for your day. If you're on the Pacific Coast like me, it'll be 9 in the morning. We love you, love you, love you, each and every one of you, and offer you prayer every day. You can always call us, call the office, and we will be there for you. Thank you so much for all that you are giving here and all that there is. And thank you for listening to all the announcements.
If Daille can hold on for a second, there's two things I need to express. On the back table, there is a sign-up sheet for foundations. If you haven't done it, please come join us. It's an incredible experience. Reverend Katherine, Regina, and I are teaching the class. If you haven't done it, do it. It's the foundations of what we believe here, and it's extraordinary. It puts your hands on the wheel of your life. I promise you. Ask anybody who's done it, and anybody who's done it, come back. Marty did it the second time this last time, and he said he got more out of it this time than he did the last time. And it was great to have his consciousness and what he brought from the first time he took it to this class. Also, we have a volunteer list sign-up sheet in the back for the fundraiser. We need people to set up, break down, tickets to do. There's a number of things that we need help with. So if you would sign up, it's September 9th, and the sign-up sheet is in the back. Let's wrangle up. Hold hands. We'll let you know. Yeah, we got 7 weeks before. Yeah, this is a save the date.
We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be the joy. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be the joy. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be the peace. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be the love. We let the love wash over us. We let it be.
And in this moment, we take a breath together, breathing in love, exhaling joy. And in this moment, let us all know that love, see that love, feel that love. And let's send some of that love to our dear, beautiful Reverend Katherine, knowing that she is the embodiment of love, and that it is the divine that flows in, through, and around her and each of us. It is that divine flow that gives us strength, focus, clarity, and understanding the truth of who we all are. And that truth is that we are beautiful children of God. And as we venture out today into the community at large, we take that love, we take that light, we take that joy, and we spread it like confetti everywhere we go. Woo! Woo! And know that each one of you is a blessing. Each one of you is blessed. And we are grateful for your presence here today and for your presence in our community. So spread the love, spread the joy. That is who we are. And so it is. All right.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Here we go.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It is this thing called life. Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my mind.
It's in my mind.
Life is in my feelings.
It's in my feelings.
Life is in all my activities.
It's in all my activities.
I receive it. I share it.
I share it.
I am it.
I am it.
And I accept it
I accept it
just the way that it is.
just the way that it is.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
And accepting all these gifts, we say, yeah!